In today's video, I am going to explain important muscle anatomy for yoga pose and Pilates. I want to focus on two deep muscles. First one is this one. This is psoas. And second one, this is iliacus. These muscles together, it is called iliopsoas. Before I talk why these muscles are important, let me explain basic anatomy. Origin of psoas. Origin means where that attaches. Psoas originates from lumbar spines. Okay? And iliacus originates from inside part of ilium. Let's say inside pelvis. Okay, then it attaches to femur. That means these muscles move hip joint. Okay, basic function is hip flexion. And they both move quads. Why? Because psoas originates from lumbar. Iliacus originates from pelvis. They move pelvis and lumbar spines. This is important thing. Important movement is hip flexion. So if you do opposite movement, these two muscles are stretched out. What is opposite movement? That is extension. Hip extension. This is important movement. Hip flexion, that is movement of these two muscles. Extension is when these muscles are stretched out. Okay, how can you apply its anatomy? How can you apply today's anatomy for yoga pose? You can apply today's anatomy for any pose that requires good core extension. It's like you kind of extend your body this way. This is core extension. When you do core extension kind of pose, most likely your pelvis and hip is also extended. Do you remember what is main function of psoas and iliacus? That is hip flexion. Okay, hip flexion is you bring leg this way. What is opposite movement? That is hip extension. In this position, hip is on extension position. Okay, this is extension. So in this kind of a good elongation position, your psoas and iliacus requires good flexibility. And they are deep muscles. Psoas originates like this level. Iliacus originates from this level. They originate from deep part. Thus, not many people are aware there are such muscles. Many people focus on rectus abdominis, that is superficial muscle. If you look down, and if you look mirror, you can observe where rectus abdominis is, but you cannot see where psoas and iliacus are. That is why knowing anatomy, having visualization of anatomy is very important for yoga practice. Okay, then when you do kind of extension position, not only iliopsoas requires good flexibility, but also related structures should move freely. What kind of tissues are in front of iliopsoas? Let me talk about that. In front of iliopsoas, there are numerous internal organs. Let's pick up large intestine first. Large intestine starts from right side. This is cecum. The cecum, and it becomes to ascending colon. Ascending colon. Then ascending colon becomes to transverse colon. However, transverse colon doesn't have relationship with iliopsoas. Cecum and ascending colon has relationship with iliacus and slightly psoas. What happens if iliopsoas or cecum ascending colon gets dysfunction? Maybe you cannot obtain full extension range of motion. Why? Because usually when internal organ got dysfunction, you cannot extend your body. Think about when you have diarrhea and when you go to bathroom, can you extend body like that? Most likely no. You flex this body and you sit on stools, right? If you have stomachache, diarrhea, you cannot fully extend your body. So it's like the tightness around internal organ. You cannot lengthen your body. Why? Because there is tightness. You literally cannot extend body like that. And some internal organs have relationship with iliopsoas. Do you remember? Cecum and ascending colon. This is right side. How about left side? There is descending colon. Descending colon like this. Then that becomes this one. This is sigmoid colon. Descending colon and sigmoid colon also have relationship with iliopsoas. Okay, descending colon, sigmoid colon, it's on left side. Cecum and ascending colon, they have relationship on right side. That's very important. So when you have diarrhea, maybe constipation, that may affect function of iliopsoas. What kind of function that is? That is hip flexion. Thus, it's hard to do extension position. Does it make sense? So internal organ and muscle relationship is very important. And what kind of internal organs in front of iliopsoas? Then the other one is like this. This is not kind of organ, but this is part of organ. This is mesentery, mesenteric root. Mesentery, that is kind of membrane that connects small intestine and posterior abdominal wall. Okay? Anyway, this is kind of membrane and root of membrane that crosses abdomen diagonally. Okay, like that. So this part has relationship with psoas. Okay? Large intestine and mesenteric root. Mesentery is part of small intestine. Then you can say if there is problem around the digestive system, that aggravates function of psoas and iliacus. That's very important. This is digestive system. Anything else? Well, there's one more related structure. That's like this C-curve structure. This is duodenum. Duodenum is part of small intestine. This is deep organ and that has relationship with psoas right here because it's slightly superior compared to iliacus. Large intestine, small intestine, and duodenum. Okay, let's go to next system. Okay, anything else? There is important urinary system around psoas. It's like this paired organ. These are kidney. Kidney, this is right side, this is left side. Kidney is kind of sitting just in front of psoas. Again, when you have disability around kidney, that may affect full function of psoas. Not for iliacus. Iliacus is way too far away from kidneys. See, iliopsoas have many relationship with internal organ. This is front view. So let's go to profile view and you can observe a good relationship of depth. Imagine this is part of rectus abdominis, very superficial. This is psoas, left side psoas. And this is part of right side psoas. Imagine, kidney is like here. It's very deep structure. And imagine, descending colon runs like this. You see that relationship? Descending colon is here, ascending colon is here, kidney is right here. I was showing this side, left side on this picture, okay? This is left side kidney, this is descending colon, that becomes to sigmoid colon. What else is there? There is duodenum around here. Duodenum. And mesenteric root, part of small intestine, runs like this. This is exaggeration. This is like this way. So many internal organs have kind of attachment surface with psoas and iliacus. Again, what happens if you have internal organ dysfunction? Do you think you can extend your body like this person? Most likely, no. As I said, when you have diarrhea, when you have constipation and you go to bathroom, do you sit on stool like this good, nice extension? Maybe not. You kind of roll your body and kind of slouching your shoulder, right? Your body tends to go to flexion when you have stomach ache and abdominal pain, right? Healthy internal organs is kind of key for yoga pose because iliopsoas needs good extension position and internal organs are in front of iliopsoas. I hope you can apply today's anatomy for yoga and Pilates pose. Of course, today's anatomy is not only cause for extension restriction. There are numerous other causes, but this can be one cause for joint restriction. If you liked today's video, please hit the like button, comment and subscribe. See you next video.